As Bob Smith's steamboat Dalmore tied up in the pouring rain on the 13th of August, the Lake District weather lived up to its reputation. Dalmore was one of a depleted flotilla of boats which had steamed to the Steamboat Association gathering at the Windermere Steamboat Centre. Steam-powered boats of all sizes and from all parts of the country come along to this gathering. Had the weather been good, we were promised to expect over 30 boats. Fortunately, this was only one day in a week of events organised annually by the Steamboat Association, and the weather would improve. The medium-sized vessels with canopies could be fitted with side sheets to shelter their passengers. But the small boats had no protection for their crews. The grand steam launches, Windermere here being typical, have finely appointed cabins for their passengers, although the poor chap who steers and attends the engine has to sit in the open, this being traditional Edwardian steam launch design. The centre's 1907 steam launch Water Viper departs with a local television news reporter and cameraman who are covering the event. It is traditional at the Windermere gathering for boat crews and passengers to be dressed in Edwardian costumes.
Sorry.
Inside the steam centre, conditions were much more agreeable for those who had dressed for the occasion. Members of the public, also keeping in from the rain, could view the centre's collection of steamboats, including the oldest mechanically powered boat in the world, steam launch Dolly. As the TV crew did their best to record the event for their unseen audience, more steamboats continued to arrive. I took the opportunity to speak to one of the rain-soaked boatmen, Simon Maltby, who had arrived in his father's steamboat, Grayling.
Simon, you've just come up on Grayling, you're here at the Windermere Steamboat Centre. Can you tell me something about your boat?
It was built in 1999 and it's been running up and down Windermere for 3 years now. It has a 4 horsepower Taylor engine, which is a compound engine built by my father, which took him about 10 years in all.
Right.
The boiler operates at a pressure of 150 psi and it's coal fired. It has 2 main feed pumps, one being a engine driven pump and the other being a reciprocating pump. Yeah. And usually I find that the engine driven pump can keep up with the boiler quite well. But we do have a few problems with the reciprocating pump, with it jamming when it gets too hot. The boiler creates quite a bit of steam even without the blower with the anthracite coal, but the steam is also superheated to the engine. And I think the top speed we usually get out of it is 6.2 miles an hour. And the engine drives a propeller through a belt drive with a toothed belt from, I think it's about 1.4 to 1 ratio. It's got a 16-inch propeller, and it also has hydraulic steering, which is quite a good design, where you have the wheel connected to a pump and hydraulic system all in one, which just goes out to a hydraulic ram in the rear. We had the hull built by someone in Wales. It's plywood and epoxy with mahogany finish.
Right.
At this point, Simon offered me a trip in Grayling, and in no time we had cast off and were leaving the berth, heading for open water.
Simon, what are your thoughts when you're out steaming?
Mainly, the main aim is to keep the water about there in the glass.
Right.
And other than that, you have to watch out for the pressure.
Yes.
Because it's not very good practice to blow the safety valve on a steamboat, because it means that you're not a particularly good fireman.
Right.
I am extremely grateful to Simon for allowing me to experience the great fun of steamboating. I now clearly understand the enthusiasm in the owners of these steamboats. To me, the marriage of these beautiful boats and their superb steam engines provides the perfect symbol of Edwardian elegance. The Steamboat Association gathering at the Windermere Steamboat Centre near Bowness is a public event, and I would recommend a visit. Hopefully next time the sun may come out and make the polished brass fittings sparkle.
Yeah.